Hey guys, we have returned from our break, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass this back to Eric right away. So tell us what this looks like, Eric.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. No, so we're actually going to move on from it. We're moving on from the initiation.
Nice.
And we're going to come back later. Okay. So we are in free play now. We have finished the downtime part of the game. I know downtime can be sometimes a series of like, cool, here's what I'm doing for each of my little scenes. But now it's time to get things together as a group. So tell me, I know the original plan here is to figure out the rest of where the Void are located and basically take them out once and for all. Right?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. There's a new problem that only Fox and I are aware of, though.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the plan of like, we don't want to let this go too long. We need to basically march up to the Crow's front door and like lay it all out for them and be like, hey, we still want to join. Like, that's why we did this in the first place. True. We want to be like, yo, you sent the Void. They tried to double cross us. We lived. Here's all the stuff. Here's the guns if you want them. We just want to join up. There's a war.
Yeah.
Also, and then my trump card that they don't know being, I can now potentially find the spirit of your dead leader and talk to him like a normal person.
Assuming that's what they want.
Yeah. Assuming that's what they want.
It's all been organized from the inside, man. He's been around too long. They just had to bump him off.
I'm going for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't ask a Void member to do that for them if they really wanted
There's
it.
probably a reason for that.
Yeah, maybe.
So as we're coming up with things to do, I would say there's a point where by decapitating the Void, though, I reduced the Kroll's control of Bagley by 1, just because it's in the air. As well as the Crows have been primarily focused on their efforts in Tangletown. And this was one of those situations that was like pretty much out of Game of Thrones, where there was a negotiation going on about maybe like some sort of peace talks. And Lisa and some of the group basically just drew guns and just killed some Lamplacks and Radsashes who were there for the peace talks, and being like, peace was never an option. You know, you're not gonna, there's no war under these people. You know, it's all or nothing. There's no compromise here. It's all under me. And that's not what they were here for, and they died. And the peace of Tingletown is no more, and Tingletown is controlled. The neutrality of Tingletown is gone. It's all under the Crows' domain. So now the Crows control the Rookery and Tingletown, which means if they can get one more district, they will reassert their control as the wards.
Damn. Okay.
After this episode, I'll do another set of faction turns for Old Witch, Devil's Furnace, and see what happens.
Cool.
Okay.
Then
yeah,
we all come together, right? It's the I guess the Justice League of Crow's Foot of sorts.
Yeah.
So, Coomer's probably going to be noticeably upset. Likely going to search out Whip immediately, depending on if he's there or not. Whatever his situation looks like. Whip, what does this look like? Are you there, or are you doing something else?
I think probably
some time has passed. So
yeah, some time has passed.
You're back to whatever your new normal is.
Yeah.
I still got a bum leg.
Yeah.
I still need to heal. I'm still pretty fucked up just in general.
Okay.
But like, you could probably come find me. Like, I'm still probably shut up in my room working a lot. Scribbling in my notebook and like reminding you as you're passing to remind me, like, oh, we need to go talk to Lissa soon. Like, I just got to figure this one more thing out as I'm like still jotting stuff down. You probably interrupt me doing that.
Sure. I guess before I tell you, what does it look like Fox is doing? Are you like taking out stress? Do you have like a punching bag or a body strung up somewhere that you relieve your stress from this various blue coat that I can't seem to remember his name. I need to write it down.
Helker?
Is it Helker?
Sergeant Helker.
Sergeant Helker was the name of the patrolman.
So I'm assuming that we just got back from our meeting with the kids, and that's when Helker was there. What would you be doing, Fox?
I think Fox would be really mad, like just going off, like lots of pacing, like, who the fuck does that guy think he is talking to me like that? You fucking doesn't even know who the fuck I and then touching the kids like his fucking grubby little fucking hands. Oh, I could just rip his fucking jugular out. I swear to God.
What happened?
Ah, I can't. Coomer, tell him. I can't. Oh.
Quickly points to a blue object, flexes his coat, and then to Whip, and points to the shiner that he's got still from our first meetup at the tin plant.
They're just confused.
Ugh, you guys
Holds
are
up
morons.
something blue, flips to coat, 2 words, blue coat.
Yeah, blue coat.
Paper clothing.
Blue.
All right. My
yeah.
God.
What about a cop? Yeah.
Blue clothes. Blue clothes. Can I wear the clothes? Where are the clothes? Can I have them? Are they expensive? That's what you're saying, right? No. How close am I?
Fuck!
Shake your head.
Fuck!
Just
Oh my
Okay,
God.
not close. Blue.
Shut up. Shmooze, shut up.
I've almost got this. I
No money,
swear,
no
I've almost got this.
expensive. No, cheap.
No, okay, I swear.
Just
It's
cheap.
cheap.
Okay, nasty.
Mushes his
Nasty.
mouth.
Okay.
Just
No,
Coomer pushes his
bad.
lips.
No,
Just
Yeah.
I feel like this is all going on as like the ruckus like pulls me out of my room finally, and I'm like, Lily and Coomer met a blue coat at the park that gave them some very interesting news that we are now compromised, which means we have to move very, very quickly. This has all been for that, but here's the rub: we need to get the fuck out of here.
This guy wasn't even in the fucking room. Are you guys morons?
I look at Coomer and I go, why didn't you just say that? How hard was that? Blue coat. Shit, what are you, he's blue clothes? You idiot. Whatever.
I think Fox just kind of leans into Coomer like, one day, I will cut him. I will cut him.
Well, Fox, until you decide you want to cut him, like, can we, since we're all standing here with our fucking knives out, can we fucking decide what we're going to do here? Because I think we need to go contact the crows pretty quickly. Anybody else got any ideas? Or, I mean, I'm open.
So when you say we're compromised, you're talking about our hideout.
The blue coats know where we are, and the only reason that they're not, that our upstairs apartment is not a downstairs apartment is because they don't want it to be yet.
What's stopping them exactly?
I have no fucking clue, Coomer. You can fill them in, but I just know that we are on borrowed time.
Okay. Coomer makes some
Coomer
gestures.
saying Tangletown.
Right. But Coomer makes some gestures and somehow I managed to come to the conclusion. Yeah, Tangletown. Blue coat was beyond me, but Tangletown, I'm all over it. It's fine. Okay. All right, so what's the plan, boys? How are we going to do? Let's talk about this. We're all here. Sever, any ideas?
Cannibalism!
No, Sever. Fox, stay in your corner. Sever, any ideas?
Well, it sounds to me like we need, for sure, we need to talk to the crows, but we need to find a new hideout. But we also need to do something to improve our status.
If we do the first one, like Whip's trying not to get exasperated because he spent like a week thinking about all this and he kind of like doesn't want to be like, here's what we're doing, right? And he's like, if we do the first one and that goes well, we get to be part of the crows, ideally. And that comes with a certain status, which comes with a certain hideout, which comes with certain protection. That's how we live through this whole entire thing. So
you're saying move into the rookery?
We'll negotiate that with them, but at least we'll have their protection and we'll be under their assets. Does that make sense?
Yes,
like,
but
do the first
also,
thing and the next two things just kind of follow, right?
We're also technically in a position to take Bagley for the crows.
Right, we're going to walk in and we're just going to be like, hey, here you go. Like, we are Bagley right now. The void isn't a thing. The only other thing is the Bluecoats. We just go to the Crows and be like, yeah, we wanted to join you anyway. Sorry that your fucks were fucks, but we're still on your team. Here's your guns. Oh, can we keep them? That's cool. If we can't, also, we just got to have that conversation, and then that's how we get out of all of this. Otherwise, we die.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I agree with Palpatine. I mean, yeah, that's
Who is this person you keep?
Sorry, I went off the deep end there. It's in my dreams. It was a dream. It was a thing. It was something about a galaxy a long time ago, far, far away. Don't worry about it. You won't understand. I agree with Whip. Actually, sorry, I was referencing a dream out loud. It happens occasionally. I'm sorry. That I wanted, that I coveted greatly. No, I actually agree with Whip on this one. Yeah, once again, gotta stop doing that.
Also, Coomer, and he looks at Coomer like, very directly says, this is the only way that we can have any amount of influence to be able to protect the orphans. Because if the Crows control the district, they renegotiate a truce, nobody fights, orphans are safe.
Did we get the did we get the name
do that.
of that? I know it's Sergeant Helker, but do we actually in game know his name as Helker?
Yeah, totally. Like it would say on his shirt.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, Coomer, this is the only way this gets done. And I said, Lily, also this means we get involved in a war, which means you get to stab whoever the fuck you want.
You're breaking my immersion. You're calling me Lily.
Sorry, Fox.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who's this Lily? Who's this Lily you keep
referring
to?
It's this.
Fuck is Lily? Whip.
It's this dream that I had. I don't know.
We're all dreaming, apparently.
Fox,
it sounds like you all need some serums, and I hold out a syringe and squeeze it.
Yeah, so Fox, you get to stab people. Honestly, I'm not in any condition to go anywhere. And Shmooze, I was hoping that you could lead this charge because you're the talker. And I pull out a copy of my notebook and the contract that they almost had us sign. And I said, you were there when everything else happened. You know what I can do. You can sell me to them, but I don't know if I can make this deal happen without you leading the way.
I got this. I was basically born for this. This is my only marketable skill. I've got this.
I just hand him all the stuff.
He just hands me wads, just stacks of paper and books or whatever. He's all these scribblings.
Yeah.
And I look at him. I go, "Do I have to read all this? Honestly,
I'll fill you in. This is just
Thank you.
Okay. There's a scene. I'm going to interrupt with a new scene because that's a good spot there. Here's what happens. It's a flashback back to the gondolier initiation.
Mm-hmm.
So while everyone's assembling, the gondolier who helped you into this spot here, so he takes the paperwork, right? And he's getting ready to go walk it back down, or he's already kind of taken it, and Seordi's going back to his office, and he goes back and his safe has been opened and the paperwork is missing. And immediately goes and looks outside from his sort of upper vantage point down at all of the different robed figures and stuff moving around, and he can't see anything from there. That's all. Goes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing. I've had
it. So does Eric narratively? Do we go free play, walk up to the door and knock? Do we need to do some sort of a social score to how do we make this meeting happen?
Yeah. This will be a fortune roll.
Shmooze at the front of that.
Well, I have a plan. To do this schmoozing, will require kind of a plan. Let's just pretend it's a plan. It's a social plan. So your plan of attack is to the person you're supposed to talk to. You're not going to get an audience with Lisa.
Yeah, we're gonna go as high as we can though. One of her chiefs, maybe her somebody who we know who works in intelligence for the Crows, who would recognize the value of here's what we have,
Sure.
The guns.
Not the biggest, dumbest one that we can find.
Yeah, someone who knows what we've got guns and what they're worth, and what we did to get them specifically. I think I don't know what's more important, the guns or what we did to get the guns.
What's important?
They're the guns the Crows were going to give you anyways.
Yeah.
So you having the guns is cool. You were supposed to have them.
Yeah. So what we needed them to understand is that the Void started a thing.
Exactly.
We were the ones who happened to live through it, and that we wanted to join you anyways. We just don't want there to be any bad blood. So here's the bullshit they tried to. Here's the guns. We're on your team. Can we be We don't want to
Could
make you
we-
think we're running away or anything.
Mhm.
Could we ask for their support to run the void as our own?
I think that's like a follow-on conversation depending how the first one goes. But yeah,
Yeah, that would
anything's
be a
possible.
follow-up.
Yeah, when you have a chat with them and explain, look, yeah, exactly. We're planning to join you anyway. We're still alive. We have the guns. This happened. I don't know how much details they want, but this happened with Fox. Don't worry too much. Yeah, we're yeah. I think
But
it's
we
a good
want
idea.
in. We want to be. in
Can
with
we
you
join the
guys.
crows, please? Can we? You know.
Okay. So technically, your social connection would be somebody on the rung of the crows, and I really don't think you have that. So, like per se,
don't
like
have
you're
any
just going to talk to, but your connection is going to be whoever's around who's going to get you to talk to. Like that, your goal isn't necessarily a person; it's a position that could get you to the next position.
Mhm.
It's like in it's that line from Rogue One where it's like, well, we're gonna take the one hope and go as far as you can, and then we're gonna take the next one, the next chance, and the next chance, whatever. So like that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's your plan. Tell me your load, and then we're gonna do an engagement roll.
I don't think I have any.
Normal load for me.
Tense
No.
music is building up.
Should I go on this, or should I still be
One
laid
of
up?
you, one of you is gonna need to make the engagement roll.
Do you guys want me to go on this?
No.
More of a show of. It's more of a show of camaraderie and strength, but maybe rest up potentially. But also, it looks kind
You
of.
can
shitty.
help with flashbacks.
I can't help
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Flashback.
yeah.
It still kind of looks kind of shitty though if it's just a few people rather than all of us, right? It's
Okay,
like,
I'll
yeah,
go, I'll go
That's me.
super light load, just like hobbling along. Because I'm still technically Shotgun Blast needs help with anything
We
they're
can-
trying to do.
And that can work in our favor. We can,
So-
right? Because we're like, look, he's completely fucked up. But
Yeah, I barely survived. Yeah.
So here's
exactly.
Yeah.
Would that show us off though as a formidable?
Yeah, because
Ally?
we're tier 0 and they were tier 1, and like they had
You-
the crows have every reason to believe that they should have just stomped us, and
Yes.
we all lived, and none of them did.
There's also something here that I'm missing for you, Panic. That's only because I was thinking about what would it be to be an acolyte of the gondoliers. I would give you have a fine walking staff or a stick or a cane, and that's basically like the gondolier pole has a similar sort of like affinity to it, and like yours is this cane.
Okay, cool.
That was sort of you left now with that. So-
Is that like a recognized status symbol? Like, could I flash that, and people would be like,
I mean, as much as wearing a Boy Scout uniform would get you anywhere, like no one's gonna really care.
"Right, I guess you."
It's not a flex. It's just it is what it is.
Thank you.
But yeah, you would have something like that. So it's technically like a fine cane.
The crows gaining a gondolier. Does that mean anything to them? Is that a
No, they already.
No,
they could already get
you and
gondoliers.
I would have it. You and I would have a side talk. We're like, hey, like you can mention that I can compel a spirit, but like let's not talk about any of
I
this.
mean,
okay?
I think you would probably know this, Shmooze, only because of just how much you're in the know socially and stuff like that. But I mean, the gondoliers do tend to favor the lampblacks as things go down, but they're supposed to be kind of neutral, but they're really not. They do kind of help the lampblacks when they can. They're sympathetic.
Yeah, and the cell there being the crows eventually want peace that they had already organized, so they're just trying to get that peace back. So that's good for the lampblacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a win-win. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fortune rolls or engagement rolls. They start with 1 die. So it sounds like you're all going. Should you all pick your load? Your light is
I'm
3.
going light,
Normal is
3,
like
yep.
5, and heavy is
Light,
7.
Heavy
Heavy
6.
6. Yeah. And remember that what that looks like is light is super inconspicuous. 5 is like you're kind of like disguised. You look kind of bulkier than you normally do, and heavy is SWAT. Like you're dressed for war, and anyone down the street knows that wherever you're going is going to be a problem, and you're bringing the ruckus.
Okay. Yes, he limps along with his cane. Okay, yeah, good
So-
job, Gan.
Those are your
Slow
loads.
motion.
You do have to declare them beforehand. You don't have to choose the items for your loads and blades until you need the items, but the number of things you can have is equivalent to your load. Okay. Just be aware that certain things cost maybe more than 1 slot, like armor and stuff.
Sure.
Really nervous right
And
now.
Coomer, you definitely would have your rifle and stuff now.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah, totally. Like after you got the guns and stuff like that, that stuff's online if you want it.
Perfect. That's good to know.
You don't need a project or anything like that. It's part of your sheet. It's part of being a hunter,
Nice.
and then you just have it, and it's just kind of like a natural affinity. Okay. So, anyways, let's talk about engagement roll because one of you suckers is gonna have to roll it. We have to ask a couple questions to ourselves when we do this fortune roll for this engagement. You get 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operational, bold, or daring? I don't think so.
No.
Is this operation overly complex? I don't think so either. So you don't get a +1 or -1 die for that. So you still at 1 die. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability to the target? No. Is the target strongest against this approach? No. I think it's just pretty regular average here. Can any of your friends' contacts provide aid or insight into this operation?
None of mine.
We have to know somebody who knows a crow somewhere,
Yeah.
somehow, some way.
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
well, actually, no,
downtime action to do something like that, or like a habit. Like
Eric, she's a prostitute. If anyone knows the crow, it's her. Well, her legs know a crow. But
look at you playing this game. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yes.
anyone knows a
Absolutely,
crow.
Nerix knows a crow. For sure.
Absolutely.
It's not like a second in command or anything like that, but you know a couple of crows and know which ones would be on duty today because of that, for sure. Awesome. Is the target strong? We already did strong. Are there enemies or rivals interfering with this operation?
Not that we know of.
Not that you know of, so I don't think this would be a -1 die. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight? Oh, we just did that. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Tier? No, I'm cool with 2 dice. Who wants to roll the 2 dice?
I mean, Shmooze is in the lead on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fair.
Shmooze is on point.
Yeah. Boy, man.
All right,
Fine.
Shmooze.
First time. Do it. What's this under?
Where's the engagement button at?
Just a
Geef,
fortune roll.
Fortune roll.
So
Oh.
fortune
Which
is
is-
right under your shrewd friends,
Ah, there it is.
right above clocks.
And number of dice. Cool. 1. Do it.
It's 2.
2 dice.
That takes us 2. There's a bonus 1 plus the original apologies. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you're good.
Notes.
Don't worry about it.
Good luck.
Cool.
Survey says 5s. So it's not a 6. So here's what happens. So
Pretty good though.
I feel good about that. I feel good about that.
I feel good with double fire.
Yeah.
good. You guys are leaving your place, going up to the rookery. I'll let one of you decide who it is, but one of you spots motion back at your place on the roof as someone leaps from another building, holding things in their hands. Because you have just been raided.
Don't touch my stuff.
While you guys are gone. Someone, yeah, that's what it is. Someone touched your stuff.
Yeah.
You're being robbed while you're gone. But you caught one of you or some of you saw it, and you can have a chance to maybe catch up and find them. But you guys are kind of like already on the street, and like when you're down, people have been waiting for you to leave, and now they're striking.
How many people? Do we know? We just saw.
Oh, you don't know. You saw a flash of someone. Someone
Coomer?
quick, someone acrobatic, probably some kind of thief, some second story person. Like this time, literally, but yeah. Like. So it could be a vulture, could be just some rando. It's probably not blue coats because that's not the blue coats MO, right? Blue coats would just be here, show up while you're there.
Yeah.
Just kicking the door and like give us the shit. So
I kind of look at everybody. I look at Shmooze and I say, "Do we have anything that's worth stealing that I didn't know about?"
I start sweating profusely. Yeah.
Woo.
Maybe.
Steam comes out from under your cravat. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Like, really, did anybody else have anything worth stealing? Like, what?
Anyone else have?
Like, are we gonna go back to a bomb?
Just
Like,
money.
Yeah.
Oh, how much did we have in the safe?
you had 3 coin.
3 coin.
And fictionally, what's the status of the plans that you have secured?
Oh no.
You send a copy to the gondoliers.
Right, and then I have my book on me at all times.
And you
And
have
those
the
are
book on you
the only
at all
those are the only 2 copies.
Yep.
That's not in play
Oh, thank God. Okay.
unless. Well, I mean, the gondoliers got theirs taken apparently. So.
Could I
Please
use
flash.
one? Could I have used my binding oil on the exterior doorknobs and windows and stuff, just kind of like because we know that the place was compromised, right? So perhaps I had planned ahead to kind of booby trap it, so if anyone tried to, they're stuck to the outside of the building so they can get shanked by our people.
And we can tell our
like.
thugs to guard the place.
No, I that's a great idea. So what this looks like though is that you're actually resisting the consequence of this happening and getting yourself even a better footing here by slowing them down. So this is resisting with insight, because that's like your quick thinking here, right?
Yeah, fair.
So rather than a flashback tinker and get things set up, this is actually resisting.
Yeah, I see that.
You've heard them and they haven't made the jump yet. Is basically, I think, what actually is going on.
Sure, but I still use my load, like one of my item slots.
Yeah,
for the,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of those things where, as a Blades GM, like someone else would do this differently, but it's, I think it's fine.
4.
So yeah, so you're just gonna take 2 stress for this to happen.
Okay.
Right. Basically, in other words, how much stress does this flashback cost to do the action? Is it like kind of the other way of thinking about it, which is why it's resistance, sense. Right? Okay, cool. So this will cost you 2 stress. But yeah, so how would you know that gets released? There's probably like a flash of smoke or something that's like a fast countering agent to the stuff, but you know that you have some time before that stuff happens, but you have to rush back, right? Like someone's got snagged to it. They put the anti-solvent on, and it's causing that quick sublimation in the smoke, and it's obvious that someone's here, right?
Right.
So so they haven't made the jump across the other buildings yet. So, but you still have to rush up to this building, right? You have to rush back up to your lair to stop these thieves.
But either way, right?
You're holding them for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All those people are stuck to the outside of the building.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could have had maybe our gang also on watch, like on standby, right? So that they could like just run in and, shank them in the neck.
Yeah, you want to flashback to have that? Someone wants to pay for that?
Can I shank them in the neck?
That'd be too stressed. You all could
or
just,
we can just run
up there.
Yeah,
it would be like a traverse.
Do we have this meeting? Was this set? Did we actually have a meeting set? Now I should have questioned that. Are we just walking up of our own volition to the crows? Like, do they
You're on
know
your own volition? No.
And we just know who to talk to. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to set something up, that sounds like a flashback.
We're on no time limit. I don't want to put us on that. So yeah, this sounds like a Fox thing, right, Fox? This sounds like your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Potential murder. Sounds like your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Maybe Fox and Sever book it back there, and Shmooze and Coomer follow, and then I'll just hobble along behind. We just take care of whatever it is.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this a flashback or is this real?
This is now.
Real.
This is now.
Oh, okay.
This is in the now, baby.
You're being robbed right now. Like, as soon as you left, you'd be like, let's go talk to the crows, everybody. Boom, cut to the street. You guys are walking, and then all of a sudden you hear the flash and the sizzling of the wards that Sever has set up.
Yeah, somebody just stole your entire sex dungeon. Just
Fox.
all of it.
Fox, look at my eyes. They're touching
my whips.
stuff. Okay? Get in there. Murder people. Do the thing that you do, either with your weapon or the body. Just murder. Good, thank you.
I'll probably focus on grabbing Whip. If he's just gonna hobble back, I'm gonna kind of canty down and pat on the back.
I'll give you a pat back and say thank you, but you need to make sure that Fox doesn't kill herself. I'll be fine.
Well, I would think that Fox and Shmooze would be the ones running, because he's like, who the fuck's touching my stuff?
I'm full tilt, mate. I'm running. I'm way ahead of you.
But I'll just be like, go ahead. I'm fine.
So the 4 of you are running back, except for
me. I'm a half-time in it.
No, then I'll tell I'll get Hoagie. I'll snap to.
Okay.
And I'll point and have Hoagie stick around with Whip.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I have me sprinting back to my hideout?
Yeah, totally.
Bolting in the fucking door, regardless of people there or not, and just screaming, "Don't touch my fucking stuff!" And
yeah, this will be a traverse roll, but it sounds like you don't care about your group, and this is you personally, so this is just you traversing up this place as fast as possible.
Yeah, as fast as possible, stunning orphans
risky
in the
standard
process.
for sure. Yeah, go.
Yeah, cool. Why can't I roll? Hello?
Hello? I don't know.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Just
That
click,
is
click traverse or whatever it's
yeah.
called. Sorry, it's the first finesse. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's wrong. Prowl. That's the one. Prowl is climbing, jumping, running, swimming,
Traverse obstacles, yeah, risky
ambushing.
stand.
You're kind of like ambushing and traversing.
I rolled that as well.
Wow, I'm getting this picture in my head of like a gang owner that's got 2 pit bulls, and he's just like, get in there, get him, and they just bolt in the front door. Fuck, that hurt. Ow.
Oh god.
So
I was
bad.
just so you would have to roll on your own here, Fox, because I think Geef is so like obsessed with his own stuff that he is just doing it himself right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get they're touching my stuff.
Yeah,
Right? Well, it was originally someone else's stuff, but now it's my stuff, and they're touching my stuff.
exactly.
Touch my stuff.
Shmooze is just a big hoarder. Oh my god.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you're right. Oh, no. Okay, so risky standard bonus dice 1 done.
You're prowling. 6. Hell yeah, you get up there and you stop these little brigands. So these guys are, you know them. These guys are basically tier 0 trash, just like you are. Maybe they're from, I think they're also part of Bagley. They're just kind of like supposed to be up and coming thieves, but they didn't go through the same system as you all and stuff. They're just a bunch of other random people. Let's give them a name. Let's call them Quicksilvers.
Right. Okay, so
Just
well,
like
I've
they
got
flow
I've
like
stopped,
mercury.
I've stopped them. I've
Yeah.
foiled the Quicksilvers.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you catch them in the act. Like one of them's like got their hand that's like getting like solvent off of him. The other ones are like running down the hall, like, and you hear the sounds of crashing and things and running through. And you just like ignore the one with the hand. And you go to the one with your stuff and like get the fuck off my
Yeah, I
stuff.
go to the one with my stuff. I'm like, boy, you some shitty fucking thieves. You better drop my stuff right now. I'm gonna kick you so hard on the balls you're gonna get pregnant giving blowjobs. This is happening. It's going on.
Yeah. So good.
All
Before
right.
before we move on from that though, let's see what the other 3. So the other 3 though are rushing up there together. Right. Now, did you all want to do this as a together and as a group action?
I'm probably gonna wait outside, knowing now that I've got my long rifle. If the hound dogs are gonna chase him up to the top, and these guys got in from the roof, then I'm gonna wait. Might be doing some pigeon shooting.
The Quicksilver who's got my stuff or stop
Yeah.
things he has, I want to grab him.
Yeah.
I want to lay some pain. Just not pain, but more like, just put my shit down. Just slap him in the face a little bit. Nothing too, just so he gets the picture that he's a shitty thief.
Yeah.
And if he needs to
And-
do better next time.
I hear you. We're gonna do that as soon as the camera cuts back. Okay. So like let's just see what the rest of the crew does real quick.
Sorry, I'm just
Yeah,
excited.
no, I know. No, it's ready. I understand. Yeah, no, you're gonna choke the shit out of this dude. So now it sounds like only 2 people are running up there. So just one of you want
Lily
to
and
help or
Shmooze. Yeah.
yeah, Lily.
Yeah.
No, Lily and Sever are running back.
Oh yeah, and Sever. Yeah. Shmooze is already there.
Shmooze is literally already like, you touch my fucking stuff.
Yeah, Sever is going to pull out his he has a blowgun and darts, which he has loaded up with some standstill poison. So he's gonna try and fire it at those people. Like now that they've been slowed down and they're trying to get out, they're easier for me to shoot and just get them to stand nice and still.
Yeah. Okay. I just needed a traverse check from either both of you or together or.
What is a traverse check?
I keep saying traverse. I'm so sorry. Prowl. It's the climbing up there.
Give me a prowl. I got 2 in prowl.
So maybe you just want to help, and so
I have a
you
0
just
in
take one.
prowl, so
you should probably help then.
Womp womp.
helping means to take 1 stress.
Yeah, you just take 1 stress, but that gives Lily an additional die.
Sure.
Okay.
let's do
Is
that.
it
means
risky?
you're part of the risky standard. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. 2 stress away from a trauma.
Okay, you critted it. Okay, so let's talk about how vulnerable these
That's
people
exactly
are.
what she rolled
Yeah,
as well
no.
the last time.
Okay.
I think you hear like as they like disappear into the distance, you just hear me yell, "You can hurt them, but don't kill them." Like I'm just like as they're just like flying in the house. Like,
That's amazing. All right,
"Don't kill
awesome.
anybody."
Wow, you just critted it. Okay. So you Yeah, you get up there about as like right behind Geef. As Geef runs off to his own stuff, you two have everyone else kind of dead to rights. You're in a very controlled position, handling everybody here based on how fast and easy it is you got up on them right now. Okay, so Geef, let's go to you first here. So there's one in your room, right? And they're like backing up. They're looking to like try to grab something from their belt, probably like some sort of like cudgel or maybe a small knife or something. But they're like shivering, and they're like, you could act before them, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leap towards the guy. One of them's got sticky stuff in his hand, right? He's not doing anything, correct?
Yeah, he's just like on the wall, like his hand's stuck. Like, how's it going?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Waiting for the solvent to get unglued.
Yeah, I'm look at the guy on the wall there, and I look at him. I go, look at him. I give a real shit easy cheesy grin. I go, just stick around. I'll get to you.
Yeah.
Then I look at the guy that's backpedaling, quaking with fear, and I want to grab him by the lapels. I'm like, did you touch my stuff?
I didn't. He can't give you a solid answer.
I'm not hearing. I'm hearing a lot of gibberish and not any words. Did you touch your fucking stuff? Did you touch? Just nod your head for yes, shake it for no. If you can't answer, you can move your head.
Fuck you, man. That's what he says.
Oh boy. How far is Fox behind me?
Wherever Fox wants to be. With a crit, you can be wherever you want.
Yeah, Fox, where do you want to be?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell this guy, like, listen, tell me if you touch my stuff. But before that, most importantly, because I realize this is yes, touching my stuff is almost priority number one. The other priority is, why are you here? Who sent you? How did you know we're here? I want answers before the why did you touch my stuff? And you're not going to answer me politely. Not even fuck politely. If you're not going to give me answers, then Fox is going to beat answers out of you. And they say that torture isn't effective, but it is. Okay? So give me answers. I want answers.
Cut down to the street as a revolver gets pulled on Mitch's character on Whip.
No! Who?
As you all ran upstairs,
Shit.
Kayla comes out. Two other people come out. What's his name? Lael? Calais?
Chalet!
Chalet is here
No!
with a shotgun and saying...
Pussy was too bomb.
And all Kayla says is that you're going to give us that book now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Shotgun was about as good as someone on the streets.
Yes,
correct.
They have exactly. They are a vicious thug, and now you know why.
Hoagie, get
because
him!
this asshole got a shotgun. Hoagie is there to protect, right? And they're going to give you an opportunity to turn that gun before they kill you and take give you that book, or they're going to kill you and take the book anyways.
And
wait,
the only person who could
it
potentially
dawns on
even
you that
see
this was a
is
distraction.
Coomer is the only person who could potentially even see.
Yeah. Totally. They could step up and protect. Yeah.
Do I have time to say like my answer is the thing that I want to do, or do I not even have time to do anything if I wanted to do anything?
No, you have the time because they think they're in control because they just saw your crew run back up the stairs, basically leaving you here, right?
And they just heard the muffled "Who touched my stuff?"
Yeah, like they know like they think their plan's going swimmingly, that they're just occupied with the trash, right? Like basically you like panic to you. This all it makes perfect sense. They just hire these people to distract you, so they could actually swindle because they know you had the book on you at all times.
Oh, I should have used survey. I'm a fucking
And you're
clown.
like, oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay. I think.
And now they're like, give me the book, and you're like, shit.
I think this is one of those. Unless I resist the consequence, right? Or is this a consequence that I can resist?
No, I mean this is just
okay,
a
this
scene,
is
but
just
you could
happening.
flashback
Okay.
and like maybe, I don't know. You can like.
No, I got an idea. I know what I want to do. I'm learning from Fox on this one.
Yeah.
I think this is if we're seeing all this chaos go back and forth, and we're cutting in the TV show, we're cutting back and forth to like Lily threatening this one guy with his hand stuck to the wall, and Shmooze like, asking questions, and then Coomer seeing all this happen in slow motion, and the shotgun come up, and just everything's spinning around, and you see this moment of like resolution on Whip's face of like, I paid the price to get the thing, and I didn't think I was gonna have to use it in this way, but here we go. As like a moment of like, we know there's no going back after this, and I want to compel a ghost to appear before me, and I'm gonna give it the order to protect me.
Is this like I have the power of God and anime on my side, and now he's just... I just need to know. Here for me.
Yeah.
I summon a ghost, which typically supernaturally terrifies anybody who sees it, but it doesn't affect me specifically. It might affect my allies, but I'm gonna bamf a ghost out of midair and basically sick it on them.
This will cause level 2 harm to everyone in the street.
Okay.
And we're not in the street, baby.
You're not in the street, no. But including yourself.
We're in the hideout.
In fact, if this might even be worse for you.
Hoagie?
So this is going to be desperate, but standard.
What's whip stress, the current?
4.
Mate, you need to calm down, please.
So you're going to force a ghost from the ghost field to appear right now to protect you.
Yeah. In slow motion 360.
Yeah.
Marvel style.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What is the harm coming from? What is it doing exactly? It's just like shredding the
you
area.
were so to attune to the ghost field partially means that you have to rip your own soul from your body to like open this gateway. You basically have to die, like partially die to do this, which is obviously traumatic. Not to mention,
straight though.
Yeah, but not to mention, just the encountering of a ghost field provides this supernatural chill, and it's like being in a horror movie. You've only sensed part of level like this before, when you've encountered like just a single sort of like spell kind of thing going off. That's what that spooked comes from, and this is the real deal, and this is like you either take this or you have to run every time this happens. This is why like ghost stuff is terrifying, and why you leave it to experts who have the abilities to be warded against these types of things.
Sure.
You can also resist the consequence.
Yes,
if it hits
but you can also
back.
resist it as a character.
That true harm also affecting
Yeah.
dickhead with shotgun.
Everybody.
Is there a way that I can utilize my my newfound ability, bodyguard here?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
Sure.
Especially seeing as to how he's more or less like a big kid at this point. He's more or less hobbled, and not really knowing what he's capable of doing. This is probably the first time I've seen this. I'm going to instinctively throw myself in harm's way.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking about right now, because we're getting ready to see an attune roll. So and the no consequence has been stated yet. So what this could either happen for you as Coomer is we can either let this roll ride out and see what happens with Mitch's character, and then you can protect and resist and get the extra die and benefits, or you can preemptively set him up by acting with violence and like shooting a gun at someone's head, or like shooting somebody, or doing something with your gun or whatever, right? But that wouldn't be resisting. That would be you acting to set someone up.
Yeah. No, I think I want to go the resist route, because it's more than just whip here that I'm worried about taking this damage. It's also Hoagie.
Yeah.
Hoagie's not going to be able to be able to take the level 2 harm.
Ghost bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh my
No.
god.
Yeah, totally. Hoagie's absolutely in danger.
so
In fact, I think without a resistance roll, it's pretty obvious. Like to you, it would be very clear that animals instinctively would run away from a ghost,
sure.
right?
Okay, then
Except for cats.
right,
Cats
seem
don't give a
somehow
fuck.
unaffected. Yeah,
because fucking cats, man.
because they're fucking cats, man.
Yeah. All right, then I will. I'm gonna throw myself in harm's way as he's pretty much
Sorry.
snapping too.
Sure. What does throwing yourself in arm's way mean? Like running down and like beating someone up, or does it mean shooting from a distance?
But you're doing this because you can use an ability, right? What's the ability say?
It's bodyguard. Here, I'll ping it again so you guys
Yeah.
can see. When you protect a teammate, take +1 die to your resistance roll. When you gather info to anticipate a possible threat in the current situation, you get +1 effect. So
Well, you're not gathering info. You're acting.
yeah, I'm acting. Yeah, definitely.
Oh shit.
So
You're
I'm
gonna make a resistance roll with 3 dice because you already have a bonus die, because we all do.
So like here's something we could say, right? Because I want to help you. Like mechanically, there's a way to do this to kind of get both. You could set him up with a survey so that you're in a better spot to resist later on, right? So you actually would like survey or like hunt for
Yeah.
like vulnerabilities on them from
Mhm.
above, which would give you that +1 effect. And then after the die rolls for the attune roll, then you can resist with your protecting with bodyguard. If you really want to use bodyguard, that's probably the best way of doing it.
I think I would like to.
But
Yeah.
I don't want. But it also sounds like you think like, you know, I need to help immediately.
Yeah,
and that means
Whip plays a
acting.
dangerous game, and I think it requires immediate acting. It's not like a let's think
Yeah.
this through. Coomer's an action
Totally.
kind of guy.
Yeah, totally. And I don't, and you see the immediate danger, and to be able to like stay back and to continue to assess and pick the perfect moment instead of immediately jumping in to protect somebody is extremely difficult to do. And yeah, and it shows just how much you care about them, right?
Yeah.
So absolutely, yeah. Okay, so you're not really using the bodyguard thing,
So
but instead you're just straight up fucking protecting your friend.
Yeah.
Dude, you're getting so much experience by the end of this game for playing up your characters. So like, just letting you know that like you're still playing optimally, technically, right?
just trying to stay true, man.
Yeah, I love it. So
It's probably like even to the point where like Coomer drops
is-
his long rifle,
Yeah.
and like as he starts booking it down the alley, he reaches in pocket, and it's almost like a like Vice, you know, when you kind of get like a stitch or like a twitch that you do something. Since that last meeting, he's kept those blocks that represented the kids in his pocket, and he kind of like instinctively reaches in and he just cups them in his hands as he's just running clenched fist down the alley.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope as hell. Okay. So do you think you're gonna get there to act before, and like, are you gonna try to like distract them while he goes off? Is that kind of what's gonna happen?
Or
So, like,
maybe
are you
if they
setting him
like, I don't think it's a setup. I think it's literally just throwing my person in the way of, in case there is a
So
shotgun.
you are-
You're
well, then you are gonna
inadvertently
protect.
you're inadvertently providing a distraction.
Yeah,
Which is why
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
setting up. Which is why I'm
Yes.
saying. So it's like, it's not like you're intentionally, it's just unintentionally
Okay.
by you being so imposing that people like stop seeing for a minute what you know, what we're doing here with Whip's doing with the ghost field, as they turn their attention to this new threat for a minute, right?
Buys me the time to make it go
Yeah.
off.
Which is why I think it's still a setup, right? So I think it's actually risky standard now instead of desperate.
Okay.
But narratively, it's not like a before action. It's all just happening at the same time, like you're talking about.
Exactly. Okay. So I think we're gonna start here. Bubs, I
Yep.
need a roll from you.
What would you like?
This is a desperate roll for you to get there and act and ready to go.
Desperate.
I think this is a desperate. You're not gathering information here. I mean, this just sounds like you're desperate. Technically, it's like desperate skirmish.
Okay.
Or maybe like desperate prowl, where you're trying to just like, but you're not really ambushing in them. You're just trying to like get down there as fast as possible and get into position and kind of impose. So I think it's like one of those two. Like, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking skirmish.
Again,
Like it's not about silence whatsoever. It's gonna be loud, very like boisterous.
Right. And like, yeah, you're as a player, you're supposed to pick them. So I'm glad you're able to like help me out there. So
Sure.
yeah, totally. Skirmish.
Skirmish,
So, desperate standard.
Okay.
I mean, what's your goal here? Your goal is just to kind of like
Draw
not
attention.
necessarily, yeah, just draw attention. So yeah, standard. You can definitely draw attention here. Like, you won't be able to like knock everyone out or anything in a single round or anything. I would. So yeah, standard's fine.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Then standard. Any bonus die?
Do you want a devil's bargain? Do you want to
Can
push
I-
yourself?
Can I hear what the bargain is gonna look like?
Yeah. Does anyone have a cool devil's bargain for this moment? Because everyone can suggest something.
Bogey gets hurt.
No.
But
I mean, come on. Let's be
I mean,
real.
everyone is gonna take level 2 harm. Like Hoagie's still gonna have to resist that.
Fox see what's about to go down through the window.
I think a devil's bargain here for an additional die is that any harm that comes to you, you can't resist because you're so like rushing in there and being like, "Hey," kind of thing.
Oh, like not even I can't resist with like armor.
No, I think you have to have it unresisted.
These guys are 2 tiers higher than we are. At least you would die pretty much immediately if you didn't resist.
Okay, then
Like death is on the table.
That's a suggestion. I mean, other people can suggest other things too, right? You don't have to accept that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can't seem to think of anything.
You could push yourself for the same bonus die.
Yeah. Sure, I'll push. That's 2 stress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do that. I'll take
I
that.
can't assist you because this is going on while I'm doing something else.
Correct.
Otherwise, I would.
Then I will. Then I'll take the stress, and I'll throw. Shit.
Got a 4.
Hey.
Good.
So you're already gonna succeed, but let's see here. I'm going to take a different clock here. I'm going to tick. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm just going to say blue coats bad stuff for now.
Great.
You can learn more about it later.
Descriptive, good.
But that's a 6 clock. I'm just going to make the clock, not fill it in as or I'll fill it with 1. So if you want to resist that, you can. But yeah, otherwise you succeed. And so mark it experience for desperation. And because it's desperate and that's a clock and that's filled, that seems weird, but that's how bad that clock is.
Okay.
So that clock. No, I'll say this actually. You know what? No, I'm gonna make it explicit just so you know.
All right.
Blue coats, take your lair. 1 out of 6.
Gross.
Okay, there you go.
Gross.
So that's what we're playing with. Do you want to resist that?
Sure. How does one resist this in this case?
Basically, I think insight, just quick thinking. So this is happening. There's a consequence of this is happening like behind the scenes here.
Gotcha.
So basically, we can think of it less as the consequence of how do you resist the blue coats raiding you, and thinking about how can you succeed more at grabbing more attention here. So this could be like prowess, as in like you could resist prowess by commanding attention by breaking a door as you like, or Kool-Aid manning through a wall, like to make sure people focus you, right? So I would think of it more in framing it that way than less the consequence, and more about how it can get more of like what success would look like.
You got it.
So like, what would you do that would like definitely get people's attention?
Fire my long rifle.
Sure. Yes, but that's probably resisting with insight then, right?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I did take insight.
Yeah.
That's at least what I picked.
Yeah. So you fire a gun and you drop it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. Yeah. So resist with insight. So you're rolling 3 dice, I believe.
Is it to the amount of points I have invested in insight?
It's but you also have the crew thing that gives you +1.
Ah, gotcha. So then I've got a.
Yeah.
I should.
Also,
have a
you're
bonus
protecting
system.
a teammate, so you should take an additional die. So you're rolling 4.
So it should be 4. It rolled 3.
Well, you got a 6 already, so it costs you no stress. Well, you should roll another d6 in case you might actually recover a stress.
Nope, not like that.
Nope, not like that. Okay, that's fine. But you're able to do this, so there's no consequence here. There is a consequence. Just this clock's going to exist. It just has 0 ticks in it.
Sure.
Which is, that's fine. Okay, and you have their attention. Okay, let's go back to you, Whip.
Mm. So
Now
I think,
yeah.
Cut to the spell, like me summoning a ghost in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Basically.
This is fine.
I think behind my back, you see me like yank off my spirit bane charm and try to like drop it onto Hoagie because I know what I'm about to do.
Okay.
And I don't think it's gonna work with the spirit bane charm on. I'm just like, I don't know how this works, but I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, get behind me, dude.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what does your tuning look like?
I've never done it before, so I think that I probably look at the hands that I shook for the gondolier contract, and I'm like, I don't know, this is how we do it, and I just focus on like, I just imagine as hard as I can, like the ghost being there. There's no like chance or anything, and maybe I say like a word in Hadrathi, maybe.
Sure, but like you're
Like
just
as a
summoning
power
all
word?
of this powerful, this power, like a power word you just barely learned.
Yeah.
and just letting it go.
Yeah, as hard as I can.
Cool. Well, that actually will probably have no effect unless because you need help. Are you pushing yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna push myself for sure.
Jesus, slow it down.
Okay, so you're pushing yourself, so then it's standard effect.
Okay, push myself. I get a bonus die when I push myself, and my attune is 0.
And this is desperate for sure.
Okay, so I go from 0 to 1 because of the bonus die.
Wait, no, I'm
pushing
sorry. I
myself?
said it was risky because the consequences are from Coomer showing up. I'm sorry. I
Oh, okay.
contradicted myself.
So it's risky then.
Yeah, it's risky.
Okay, I'm still gonna push myself, and I'm still gonna roll because I have 0 dice, but the pushing myself gives me a die, right? No matter what, like when you push yourself, you get an extra die.
Yeah.
So I'm re-rolling 1, and I can't get an assist from anybody, right?
So here's the thing, though. No, I don't think you're. Does pushing yourself remind me? Does pushing yourself give you a die, or does it improve your effect?
It gives you a die.
Okay, so yeah, you have a die.
And I think also part of it is like I'm looking at the hand that has the gondolier cane in it, and I'm using like the cane to try to manifest the thing because it's this, whether it's real or not, it's a symbol to me of like this newfound commitment to this thing, right? So I'm trying to channel it through the cane. So I'm rolling a tune with risky standard. Risky. Yeah. Okay, I'll roll desperate great then. I'll trade position for effect.
Okay, so we're back to desperate great. Okay.
Cool.
This is very dangerous, just so you know.
Yeah.
This could kill you.
But if it was risky standard, it would mostly kill me.
Exactly.
All right, I'll take risky standard.
Okay.
Oh no, but I can resist the consequence. Yeah, and I have enough left, so I'd rather trauma out. So yeah, desperate great.
Okay.
And then 1 bonus die, and we're just gonna go for it. This is the most terrifying roll I've ever made. Here we go.
3 sessions in has 2 traumas.
Not yet. 3.
Cool.
Cool.
So you just shout out, and well, the good news is that you don't have to worry about the people in the street, as all of their souls are rendered outside of the ghost field and cannot get back in. The bad news is that your soul is rendered out, cannot get back in. Hoagie's soul can't get back in, and neither can Coomer's. You just killed everybody on the street.
I'm gonna resist the hell out of
Or oh wait, okay.
that. I'm gonna resist the hell out of that.
It's an all or okay.
Oh boy, this is come on.
Okay, how are you resisting it?
I think it's mostly in the resolve. Like I know that this can happen, and I'm just gonna like manifest myself through it.
Yeah,
as hard as I can.
Technically, they're not dead. It's just their ghosts for the time being.
Sure.
Technically, yeah. Because you just it's literally the moment when in what's the Avengers movie? What's his name? Doctor Strange gets punched out of body.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
that, only creepier.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so
Everybody.
I'm gonna roll my resolve. And we get
Now
1
imagine
bonus
what an
dice.
actual high tier whisper can do.
Oh yeah.
Horrifying things.
If this is why, yeah, this is what's terrifying. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're glad you weren't there, Alice.
So I'm rolling 3 to resist.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Here we go. All right, so I take 1 stress.
Okay, cool. So nobody's completely dead.
What about the everybody taking level 2 harm as well? Though?
Yes,
that's another consequence.
That's definitely going to happen. Yeah. So the consequence of everybody's getting stuck in an outer body experience, basically stuck on the astral plane, so to speak, right? That doesn't happen because the way you control it is you stop this from going supernova, basically, and just causing this forced disconnection from everybody by controlling it yourself. But instead, you're going to take tremendous harm. You're going to take level 3 harm to yourself.
Which I'm going to resist that as well.
Yep. But that's going to overrule everyone else taking level 2, because it's basically you're basically soul burning
the
yourself.
conduit. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You're just burning yourself up to do this. God damn. Then everyone else around you is going to take level 2 harm. From ghost field contact. It's basically, it feels like a flash freeze on you.
Do I take level 2 harm as well?
No, you're taking level 3 as an additional effect to it.
Okay. But I'll resist. Okay.
And it does nothing. It doesn't conjure a ghost.
Shit, I was hoping it was going to conjure the ghost and it would just go crazy.
He does not
Right.
conjure it, and
You
Fuck.
tried to compel it and force this thing in, and instead it just explodes on you.
And Fox and
Backfires.
Shmooze and
It
Sever
implodes.
hear
Yeah.
just a giant, like, howling, ghostly explosion
like-
in the street.
You use all of the strength in your body that you could muster. You draw from all of the energy around you, which just causes all of this cold to basically rip open a hole in the universe of reality to have the ghost field forcefully manifest, and you can't hold it, and it collapses. And in that clap is like what causes like all this extra damage.
I'd like to think before that clap, there is just, when something like...
Don't touch my stuff!
Before a nuke goes off, there's that one moment of pure silence. It's like it's a brief, and in that brief moment, you hear, "Don't touch my stuff!"
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so
And
that's
then
what it
just
feels like.
boom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
a Dragon Age rift,
Yeah, I'm gonna resist a level 3 to myself, and I'm also going to suggest that Coomer and Hoagie do the same.
So this is what happens when you have desperate rolls. Sometimes it's very bad.
So I get a bonus dice for my thing, and let's see. Oh, 6. I take 0 stress.
You take
Yeah.
you don't care about the harm, right? So you
I
take
just
no
don't
harm.
take no
It's
harm.
rather than taking level 3 harm, you just take no harm.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Again, that's the same as level 2 from that. So rather than taking a step down, it's nothing. You're able to control it. So basically, you stop it from doing anything out of control. But right now, you're also stopping from anything good happening either.
That's a bummer. Okay.
If you want to resist it to have a chance of attuning again, like keeping a little bit of the gate open, then maybe
No,
that's on
like,
the option. But otherwise,
I
you lose your
wouldn't-
chance right now.
I feel like all the bad guys taking level 2 harm, like a level 2 AOE.
Pretty good.
I'm pretty down with that. I just need everybody else to I need Fox like right now, and Sever to like just murder people.
Well, they heard a loud
Cut back.
clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I
so
think
that's what
after
happens.
that, after that explosion happens outside, like Fox and I are probably like looking at each other, like, and we're just like spring into action because we need to fight through all of these people to go and help
Yeah.
outside whatever is happening.
There's about 5 of them, right? So you're about evenly matched.
how do I
There's
roll
Quicksilver.
for Hoagie's
Quicksilver
resistance?
is this too, right?
What was that, Dave?
How do I roll for Hoagie's resistance in this case?
Fortune roll.
Got it.
Hoagie's a member of the crew gets +1 to persistence rolls.
Hoagie is a member of the crew, correct? So, but before we do that, let's. Okay, you already went right to it. I would have said you get to roll 2 dice, so you can roll 1 more.
Okay.
You're right. Hoagie is so important. Let's do this first. I wanted to see what's going back into the flat because I appreciate you all being like, cut. Let's do this other thing. Okay, so it's still a 3. So they resist. They're gonna take. Yeah. Okay. I think the consequence here is that rather than getting harmed, they're just gonna flee. With a 3.
Hoagie's just like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Runs off into an alley.
They nope out for a minute. They're super scared. Like any normal creature would be like, nope. They just nope. They nope out. But they're okay. They just have to nope out for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So then cut back to the top of the flat. This weird void rip and close happens, and a minor explosion goes off. Sounds like a Michael Bay movie, right? It's
lens flare through the window.
It's disconcerting to hear that in real life, like to you all's real life. They would be
Yeah,
like, nothing makes that sound. I know what sounds are. Nothing makes that sound. Right? That's like, because you just, it's, yes, Cheaty, we saw the time knife. Get over it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you saw reality rip open. That's not normal. So anyways, yeah, back to the flat where things are normal, where you're beating up a bunch of 0-tier thugs, the Quicksilvers.
Yeah, Sever is like springing into the room, probably in front of Fox, right?
Yeah.
Maybe behind. I don't know, but just he's like we're in action mode. Get in there. So I like just whip out my new pistol and my blow dart, my blow gun, and so I'm just doing I'm trying to my first 2 available targets. I'm just going bam. with one hand and the other.
Okay.
And hopefully I don't know if I can combo that with something to help Fox. So that
Well,
she
it's a
can,
group
like,
action,
super
right?
murder?
It's probably a group action of you all kind of doing this. So real quick though, for Geef, for Shmooze, like when you were asking first who you're working for, they're like some groups hired me to rob you while you were gone. I don't know their names, kind of thing, right? So like but because we're an audience and we're watching this show, we know it's obviously was the bounty hunter sent from the yuppies to get you, and they hired these people to basically make a distraction.
At that exact same moment, a blow dart is heading
Yeah.
toward their neck.
Shoo. Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right, but it sounds like we're just gonna beat the crap out of these people. You're actually in a control position because they're shocked how fast you got up here, and you're just on them immediately. Even though you're same tier. But are you all doing this as a group action?
I would like to.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Are you leading, Oz? Is
Yes.
Sever leading?
Yes.
Which
I'm
means
not
you want
really
to
much
cover
of a
the stress.
fighter. I'm really not much of a fighter, and I only have
That's
2
fine.
stress left.
It's okay. As a group action, what happens?
I mean,
is
I
you
can
all-
lead it. I don't have any stress.
Well,
Yeah, please.
do we know how to group actions work? I feel
No,
like maybe
I
that's
don't.
the missing.
Yeah,
point.
remind me.
Okay,
I
no
don't.
problem. So when you do a group action, one of you declares yourself as a leader, but then everyone who's part of the chain of the group action, you're all going to roll the same action rating for whatever action is. So in this case, it'd probably be skirmish, right? So everyone's going to roll their own skirmish. For everyone who fails, it vis-a-vis gets a 3 or less. The leader takes stress covering for that person. In exchange, though, for everyone rolling, we just take the highest result from everybody.
And we want it to be skirmish, or can I like we all have to roll skirmish, or can
Yeah,
I
whatever it is.
finesse?
Yeah, right. No, it's not like a hodgepodge
we
of
all
a
have
bunch
to-
of things. It's just
Okay.
the group action is you all are committed to doing the same action together.
Right.
Got it.
Risky.
Well, not in skirmish, so it's skirmish risky. What? Skirmish risky.
No, it's controlled.
Oh.
Because again, you caught them off guard actually with such a good. First off, foresight, cluing the door thing. Second of all, just rushing up there and them not underestimating how much they don't want Geef stuff touched. So all of this is into play that they just are shocked actually. So
Okay.
you're controlled and standard. They're the same tier as you.
I'm assuming 0 bonus dice because we're all rolling individually.
We get all +1, do we not? No?
Why would you get +1?
Because there's more than we're helping together, are we not?
No.
We're individual.
Yeah,
it's all
like
individual. Gotcha.
you all roll individually, but Sever's the one rolling as like the leader, and so if anyone gets a regular die roll of like a 3 or whatever, it just means Sever gets additional die. So like right now we're looking at a 5 and a 1 and a 4 and 1, so you take the lowest one as a 1, so that's a 1, but the highest roll so far is a 5. So I think we're still waiting on.
Never. Yep.
I'm sorry. So what does that mean for me?
You're just rolling skirmish like you would normally.
Skirmish roll, mate. Skirmish
With no bonus dice.
correct.
Okay.
You
Skirmish
could push
control.
yourself for 1 or a devil's bargain, but yeah.
What would be the devil's bargain here? Because I mean, if I push myself, then I'm going to get a trauma, which actually might be really fun.
Hmm. The devil's bargain is at least one of them will get away. One of them will slip away.
No, we got this.
You'll beat the shit out of the rest of them, but like there's like one straggler who's kind of hiding.
I
and
will
slips
eat
over a window.
him.
Yeah. Now, if I willingly take the 2 stress to push myself, I would get a trauma.
Yeah, and a trauma means that you are like removed from the current situation.
Yeah, and you're moved from the situation.
But
You gain an experience point for your character. Think about it.
I know.
Nice.
No, I don't want to be removed from the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna.
But that's my devil's bargain. And if you're not cool with that one, we have 4 other players here who could suggest something. Actually, we have 5 because you could suggest your own devil's bargain.
Mhm.
We've seen that. If anyone else has a cool idea, right? Devil's bargain could be you need to you're out of your poison, or like you're out of something where then you're gonna have to spend a quick project to like renew it.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a devil's bargain where you have to spend a downtime action now to do it. Additional heat could be one, like +1 heat.
that they touched my stuff.
Like those are I'm just suggesting these things if anyone else wants to do it. Like because I'm like, oh, anyone considers the devil's bargain, but like none of you know blades as well as I do. So it's like, what does that even fucking mean, Eric? Just giving like different ideas of like where you can like tie in other parts of a character. But there's also fictional stuff, right? Where you're like out of supplies or like something else happens. The easiest one would be some kind of harm where you're angry, like a level 1 anger or something. But
right. Now I liked the one where I would have to use a downtime action to regain
more your reagents.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I would just be out of them for the entire session until I get them. So I can't use anything in my bandolier
so far. Which ones have you bandolier used so far?
Binding oil, and I'm about to use standstill.
Yeah, you'd be out of those two.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take
anytime
that.
you use them. Basically, these are now not renewed but disposable until you do this clock again.
Got it.
Like you're using all your supplies right now to do it.
Got it.
That's the consequence. That's worth a die. Yeah, 1 die. Okay, cool.
3.
Well, the good news as a leader is that you don't take stress for failing yourself. So you have a 5. So as a whole, you take from the controlled standard, you take a 5, which means you succeed, but you succeed at a cost. There's a consequence here. Because you're controlled, what I would say here is that I don't think harm's on the task or on the docket. I think instead is that I think I'm going to reduce your effect here. Whereas you're able to get up there into people's faces, you shoot them, but it didn't work as well, and you just need to go like another round with them. But this time it would be risky because now they're like ready. Like they basically you hit them, but you didn't do as much damage as you thought. Do you want to resist that? So basically lower effect. You succeed, but it's limited effectively is the consequence.
It's just if I try to resist
that
this,
or go again. Yeah.
Yeah, if I try to resist this, I could potentially be taken out of the whole thing. Which
wait, no. I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna retcon that. No.
Okay.
You do damage, but the damage is actually more that some of your lair will get damaged, and like a window gets broken, and people see this, and you gain extra heat. That's the better way of doing it. I'm sorry, I just realized that right now. I don't know what's going on in my brain, but that is the consequence.
Okay. So if I try and resist it,
so you succeed, but there's heat.
Okay. Can I resist that with insight?
Sure. In a way that like you redirect the way the person's falling, but the way you shot, so that it doesn't go near the window or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just make sure. Like, oh yeah, no, we need to make sure we. Oh god.
Yeah.
This might take me out of the.
Well, keep in mind, you don't have to be the one who resists this. There's a mechanic that Bubs has been eyeing called protecting, where you step up to defend someone, and someone else who may have fewer stress than you can resist this consequence in this fight for you, saying how you shoot somebody and they see this going to go to the window and they tug them out of the way or something like that, something like that, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be you. Not to say that I know you want to roll, and I want to see you roll, but also know that you can suggest someone else to step up in this instance too.
That'd be great if someone else stepped up.
Yeah, stepping up is one of those things that like so many people forget about in Blades.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
So like the way that I imagine this right now is like,
you're crushing
I'm rolling in there. I'm blowing, all of my darts. Yeah, shooting.
There's too much ruckus.
Fox is running behind me, snapping necks and shit. And like, I don't know, what's the
And I play some other games here and there.
So yeah, who wants to?
Mostly a lot of fun. Dynamite.
That's a big
shake. Do it? Okay, so then I'll do it. Lily, you don't want to do it?
I'll do whatever you want.
Resist for me.
Yeah, dude, I'll resist for you.
Thank you.
I'm never stressed. I don't have it.
Hell yeah. All right, how do I do it?
Welcome to the community.
So like you probably see me. I'm about to like blow out a window with how like crazy I am. So like I don't know if you want to like maybe toss a body in the way to take the bullet instead of going through the window.
I like the idea that Lily inadvertently helps by stepping up, because like you're just like through your own chaos of bringing your own ruckus, it just happens that one body hits another body or something.
Yes, so I feel like I slit a throat or something, take them and just like huck them.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, totally. You're resisting with prowess. Yes. So you're stepping up to stop the too much ruckus with actually counter ruckus.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
So just roll so 1 die because I'm helping.
No, you're resisting. So resisting means you roll all of your prowess based on the number of dots. So on your character sheet,
Yeah, you just
So
click
I have-
prowess.
you just click. You would click
3.
prowess, and you would add one. Yeah, but you would have one bonus die because of your crew. Your
Oh yeah,
crew has a
that's why
perk.
I was asking about bonus time. My bad.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
no,
yeah.
no.
You're a 6. No problem.
Oh
no
my
stress for
god,
you.
am I a god at this?
You are a god. at
I'm an
this.
absolute god.
Yeah. Resisting consequences is low key one of the strongest things you can do in Blades. Once you have a good setup where you're like rolling 4 dice all the time, you're like, I'm in there. I'm taking 1 stress for saying, "Fuck you, Eric." Yeah, good job. Hell yeah, good job. Cool.
I'm a dice god.
Yeah, cool. The quicksilvers are taking it out, and there's no additional heat for it. You're all able to keep this under wraps.
Oh,
Shredded.
Hell yeah.
trying to get
Nicely
away.
done, everybody.
Hey, Geef, you don't gotta
I
worry
love
about
that. That's so good. Okay.
it. You sit
Cool.
there and
Hey,
sit
Alan, check
So
your
let's-
Discord.
for
Alan.
nothing, basically.
Alan.
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I got a phone call the other day. I was reading it. It was from my father. Sorry, apologies. I blanked out there. I missed that last part. Run me by it again.
Check Discord, please.
But deep down, he's not. He tries to put on that.
So let's cut to back to the street, right?
Oh, sorry. Apologies. I got the hunt stream built up in this background. Apologies, but no. Hang on. I think I need to take this actually. Sorry. Can you give me a minute?
Yeah, totally. Family for sure. All right. So do we want to cut to the stream now or wait for a minute?
We can cut to the street since his character's not
Yeah, we should
there.
probably cut to
Probably
the
fill in the
street.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we cut to the street. The 3 bounty hunters basically here trying to take this book from you are covered with frost as they like shake themselves off and get ready. They check their gun real quick. There's time to act. Right? What do you do? They're
Apologies.
no longer in control, basically.
Sorry.
of the
Apologies.
situation.
It's all
You're
I
good.
feel like Coomer and I get in there and start yelling for Fox to get her ass out here. Like,
Well,
that's all we can
Coomer doesn't
really
yell.
do. That's true. I would just start yelling for Fox, basically.
Fox!
I'm like, Fox!
Fox!
So, like, what happened to these? Did they all take level 2 harm, or did they all resist, or what? What did that?
Yeah, no, they took level 2 harm, but
Yeah.
to me that basically means that because they're such a higher tier than them, is that they have control of the situation. So anytime you want to act, they're gonna decide what happens first because they're just in control because they're
Yeah.
more powerful than you. Second is that in order to make them vulnerable, you have to like get through basically a defense clock before they're vulnerable. And so what this has done is has done some of damage to that. To them. So rather than like hit points or like harm in the same way that player characters take harm, instead it's sort of like a clock as their life. And fictionally it's defeating them. And now they're closer to being defeated. And furthermore, because of the frost, they have to like, they're kind of like they're like shaking off like, what the hell? They weren't expecting you to like go Dark Phoenix
Right.
for a minute.
Yeah.
So they have to like clean their gun for a second too. Basically you have a couple moments to act. You have a spare moment to act where they're not going
This
to act
is-
instead first by giving you terrible consequences before you continue, and you're in control technically. So
I
So
feel
you
like
said
we
there
start
were
yelling.
there were 3 of them,
Yelling
right?
for Fox.
there's 3.
And
Coomer, you go
We yell pretty hard, mate.
full hog. Yeah. I've got a concealed bomb pistol. And
Um,
actually, we have a bunch of shit. Coomer, you could pull out like a heavy weapon and just lay into these.
I
things,
just
right?
I just dropped my gun at this point, especially if like
But
I
what's your
don't-
load for the score though?
5. I'm at max load with my gun, so I just dropped my gun.
Okay.
But if do I realize that this ghost thing's just come from you?
Probably.
Wait, hold on, Bubs. There's some things to know. Italics don't count for load, so your hunting pet doesn't count against your load.
Yeah, but the fine long rifle isn't italicized,
Oh yeah, right. So you have 3 left.
which I have marked as heavy armor.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to declare as heavy armor yet.
That's
You only declare the armor once you use it.
yeah.
And you
it's-
haven't had to. It acts as like a resistance thing.
If I don't take it, I almost won't remember that I put it on me. So it's like a substandard. Pretty much as I walk outside,
Okay.
he goes geared. So
Alright. I got
taking-
you then. Sure. I just wanted you to
yeah.
to be clear there.
yeah,
Okay,
that,
cool,
that makes
cool.
sense. If I think that whatever just happened was caused because of this guy and it scared off Hoagie, then I'm pretty much gonna spear him into the ground.
Well, I mean,
Keep going.
I I caused it. You're gonna spear me into the ground?
No, I mean if
Or
I
you
don't
think-
if
you
I
think
don't
it was one of
realize
them?
that, right? Like if
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I'm gonna, especially if it's the guy with the shotgun. Like the last thing I need is my friend getting his head blown off by a shotgun.
The guy with the shotgun is Chalet.
and
I'm gonna.
well, he's not my friend.
So Eric, in the moment that I can identify the threat, I'm gonna spend some of my load and I'm gonna pull out one of our new pistols and I'm gonna shoot the guy with the biggest gun as close to point blank range as I can. Like while he's fiddling with it, I just want to kill him.
That's possible. Welcome to guns. Guns don't care.
Welcome to guns.
Yeah, no, there's a reason
like
like
you
guns
see
are
me just, like,
banned. It's
pull it
because
out
they're the
and
great
just-
equalizer. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like you could be tier 3, but you get shot. You get shot. It's
You
you're
get shot,
dead.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're people. The problem though is that tier
Mm.
depending on what you're going against with a gun and stuff, tier can also represent blowback. Where sure you kill one, but they have 50 more dudes there and just come back to you later.
I mean,
Right.
I'm dead if I don't. So we're gonna go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, basically you have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. So you're shooting Chalet with a shotgun. Well,
Or
Chalet with a shotgun. You're shooting him with a pistol.
Yes.
Yeah, two
Yeah,
if
totally.
I have to, but I'll mark one pistol.
All right. Yeah.
You said Charlie was
Can
two.
I do that? Can I do that? Can I just pull out a pistol and a second pistol? Can I like Boondock Saints and just like bang bang in the
I
moment?
mean, it's just your skirmish, but it sounds like you're using your items to increase your effect.
Or yeah, basically, because I want to kill him.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So again, this is desperate, and because of the consequences that you're
Right.
exposed to.
Okay.
And this is probably because you're calling on this stuff. I'd say stand to kill him.
Or just to take him out of the
Standard-
fight, however
to take him
narratively that
from-
works.
So to take him fully through vulnerable and killed, that would probably be limited right now. Like to do that.
I would shoot
fully.
with intent to kill always because that's what you do. So that's a hard thing narratively to like.
Yeah,
you know.
totally. Right, like you're just because I guess in other words, tier is such an overwhelming factor here that like, and you haven't really shot that much that like your ability to do this isn't hard unless you focus and like you can push yourself
Yeah.
or something like that where you're like, no, I got this kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
You need
yeah.
to.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I don't know
Let's
if Coomer can help me with this at all.
If you wanted to shoot them
Let's
to
do
like
this.
yeah.
I just don't want them to be able to fight back. I don't
Right.
care if they
No,
die or not, I
wait,
just want them
shoot to
dead.
incapacitate, I think is a little bit different. And
Right.
like let's just say it's standard. I think actually I'm getting too in the weeds here and it's just standard. Okay.
Okay. So one die for skirmish normally, and
Yeah, it's
then
like-
I will need a devil's bargain. Let's say.
Yeah, this is definitely skirmish. You guys are super close, and this is just happening. Yeah,
Okay. Here's a devil's bargain. I have a
That
list
makes
of
sense.
them.
That makes perfect sense.
Ash, your appetite is ruined. The next vice roll only clears half stress. So basically, like I've had to do such crazy shit that my appetite for my old vice is just like it doesn't do it for me anymore. So if I
Oh,
use
you
that
can't
one,
sleep.
I only clear
Well,
half
I think-
stress for the next time I do my vice.
You getting Ghostfield nightmares from trying to open that stuff and means that even the super doesn't work. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
Okay, so I'll take a bonus die.
Better than what I was gonna offer. He
That's
panic.
nice.
He literally panic fires and shoots Coomer.
So risky standard, we said.
Yeah. Desperate standard.
Desperate standard. Desperate standard. I don't know. Coomer, can you assist at all? Or are you able to, or do you want to?
Very single-minded at this point. Probably not gonna offer the help here. He sees Hoagie run, and he's either injured or scared. Either way, that's not cool with Coomer. So he's
You're gonna just take
Right.
the guy out
And
in
you're
front of you.
right. And to be clear, you're shooting one person.
Yeah.
yes.
You didn't say the whole group.
No, with two guns. One person with two guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So desperate standard, one bonus die.
Yeah.
4.
Cool. So that's a success, but at a terrible consequence. Sure. So
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
Never
no,
not.
you shoot them. Yeah, no. Obviously, what happens here is you shoot. You get your guns off. You hit him. One goes off his armor, but the other one hits him where their armor is weak, or like a chest or like a neck kind of shot, where he's like, "Oh my god!" and like he tries to turn and shoot, but it's it's painful and it's awkward, and so he misses you, but will totally get Coomer in the leg. So
I will-
the consequence to that is Coomer gets shot.
Was I
with,
not allowed to
level
do
3
anything?
arm.
I mean, I thought we both got
Coomer,
actions before he
no!
got to do anything.
I
so.
can resist that, right?
Oh, totally, you can resist
Yeah,
that.
I'll resist that.
Because
So
if I'm
Coomer
gonna,
Coomer
like,
can do his thing.
You could also step in, protect, and resist there, bodyguard.
Actually, no, Coomer, you just use this is where you use your armor.
Yeah, this is how you protect.
This is how
true.
you just use the armor.
Yeah.
You just use the armor here.
Wasn't what are we all light? Correct? Because we were leaving, were we not?
No.
And we
No.
Not everyone was
You guys
light.
are still...
So did I? Okay, so narratively, I hadn't quite made it to them yet, and what does this look like from Coomer's perspective? Do I just get him and he like spins and shotguns me in the kneecap? What am I seeing here?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happens. Basically, is that as you're trying to like right before you grab him, we see Whip shoot at Chalet, right?
Okay.
And as Chalet gets shot and like staggers back, he tries to bring the gun up, right, to shoot at Whip, because Whip just shot him or
Sure.
you, right? And like you grab his arm, and it just instead the gun just goes off and like either ricochets off the ground and like shoots you in the leg that way, or like it's your foot, but like your leg gets messed up.
Okay, yeah, then I'm
Leg
gonna
gets shot.
I'm gonna resist this as much as I can, even if it's through
sure,
my
right?
armor.
Yeah, that sounds like prowess, right? Like it either hits part of it hits your armor, or like you're strong enough that the gun doesn't, and like you just shoot it and just ricochets off nothing.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's totally. Yeah, exactly. No, that's hell yeah, man. And you're bodyguarding.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's a prowess.
So you're resisting the prowess with 2 extra bonus dice.
Okay. So this should be 3.
This is before armor.
Oh, it's okay. So it's before armor.
Yeah, you can knock this down to level 2 harm, but yeah, you got a 6. Costs you no stress.
Hey.
Cool. Yeah. I would say this goes down to level 1 harm, glancing blow.
Okay. And then I can use my armor to pull that down to nothing.
Absolutely.
Perfect. I will.
If
I'll
you
drop
wanna
a
burn
point.
1 bit armor.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. There you go. Look at that. Playing the protector.
Yeah. Then I'm bringing him down. If he's been shot at this point, there's
He's
no
definitely
holds barred.
vulnerable. Yeah.
We're talking like Goldberg spear to the ground, and it's just like haymakers left and right.
Definitely. Controlled standard.
I'm hoping while all this is going on that like Sever and Fox and all of them are like running to the sound of the noise, like finishing up
They can't.
their stuff and like
Yeah. We're coming down.
Oh
Is there a
man.
window or something we can leap out of? Actually, it wasn't specified how far we ran in the hideout. To be fair, we just walked in the doors and they were there, right?
Yeah.
So we could just be right outside. We could just
You could rush down there. You could totally rush down.
Steps. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
had
I
a
mean, they
mental
were
image of
stuck to the building for a little while, so we're
Yeah.
like,
I like
Right
that the one
outside.
dude's still stuck there.
I did tell him to stick around.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, cool.
and
So-
shank to the face.
Yeah, no, so here's the consequences. The consequences for the controlled standard of roll here is that you subdue the guy, you pummel him down, and he's Chalet is totally incapacitated. But the 5 here is that let's say it's not Angel, but it's what was the name? What's your bounty hunter's name?
Costa.
Costa, thank you.
Oh my God,
Casa-
I thought you just said pasta.
Costa comes around and has a gun on basically like almost like hostage-y kind of style on Whip. It says like don't make another move.
can we resist that consequence though?
Absolutely, you can resist that consequence.
I'll resist that consequence.
Tell me how.
So I'm gonna use resolve, and I'm gonna kind of get a commandy tone, and I'm just gonna say, "You saw what just happened. You should leave right now."
Okay, sounds like you're resisting with resolve. Trying to intimidate them with Ghost Field.
Bonus dice because we're a crew and shit.
Oh yeah.
On stress.
Cool. Yeah. So instead of getting up onto you, the consequence is that they're falling back, but they're not exactly gone yet. But their guns are drawn.
Yeah. And Coomer's on top of.
And Costa's like, you haven't seen you're not the end of us. We're getting those plans. But you're dead. But now you're dead. We won't ask nicely the next time. So like they're getting ready to leave. So I guess like the point is that if the rest of the crew wanted to come down here and had something like to shoot and act, they could. But like they're like doing that kind of like gun kind of falling back kind of thing.
We have Coomer's on top of.
Charlie's basically
Charlie
is got by Coomer. So
And Fox
you have-
roll up and just be like Charlie, like this weird like love but not love moment. Like we hate each other, but like obviously like
You're
we're
watching
fuck buddies.
Coomer kill your
It's a
fuck buddy.
fucking it's a Fight Club moment, man. It's just like blood splatter. Just gonna have to get up and look
Really
for a
is.
hoagie. This is gonna take a mad stress relief.
All right. So then it sounds like we're gonna be cool with them, just kind of like the two bounty hunters fading, Costa and their partner
I
fading
guess
out.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Then we should probably end it there.
Charlie.
Charlie!
I like the idea that like somewhere in all of that, like Fox is getting ready to go, and she looks out the window and just sees Whip shoot her fuck buddy in just like cold blood. It's like, whoops.
Eric, before we go, I did
Record
want to say
scratch.
that as I've finished taking out my stress of my pet being either scared or injured at this point,
They're scared. Yeah.
I'm gonna take his gun.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd absolutely
The
do get the
shotgun?
shotgun. Yeah, you
Oh,
Oh
totally
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Take the shotgun.
Yeah, you took Charlie's
Yes.
shotgun.
I'll need something to remember, Charlie.
That's a very fine rifle.
And it is now yours. You
Yeah,
handsome unicorn.
It's effectively like tier 3, so like you could target pretty much almost
Fine
anything again,
shotgun.
right?
That's nice.
It speaks louder than Coomer. It speaks for him.
There you go.
I like it.
I like it. Yo, totally. It's yours. You got him.
So that's it for us tonight then. All right, guys.
Intense.
That's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We are gonna do a quick run out here of all of our players. We're gonna start with let's go with our storyteller, Eric. Eric, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you, buddy?
Yeah, thank you. Hey everybody, I'm your game master. I'm everyone else in this game. Yeah, I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris. I work for Roll20. I'm the analyst there. If you saw the OR report that just came out, that's me. Yeah, I'm also a streamer on my own. Just kind of run around playing different games these days. Right now, mostly Pendragon and Blades in the Dark here. Yeah, but man, I can talk about games forever. I love games. I love running games, and I'm so thankful to be here. This was a great session. I hate missing a week because I always feel like I have to remember the rules again.
Yeah,
And I know you all can sympathize with that in a super big way. But hopefully you all enjoyed this game as much as I did today, because that was super fun.
I love it, man. It's a lot of fun. Geef, the Australian monster himself. Tell us about you, buddy. Where can we find you? What are you doing?
Yes, mate. My name's Geef or Alan. Take your pick. Doesn't matter. Down the bottom, you've all got eyeballs. You can see the thing. It's fine. Twitch.tv/Geef. It's 4 letters. It means give in Dutch. Now you know. I play pretty much anything under the sun except Fortnite because no. It's no. Yeah, what is it? Is it Minecraft? Is it a shooter? I don't like shooting people that turn into 3-story car parks. Anyway, I play pretty much anything. I have a deep love for RPGs, FPSs. My favorite game of all time is Deus Ex, the original. We don't talk about the sequels, so that pretty much shows you where I came from.
Nice.
I do it 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and 8 hours, sometimes 14, depends how I feel. You know, I'm a pasty white guy. Other than that, though, not much else. I don't stream with a camera, so this is the only time you really get to see my face. And I have a whole bunch of chicken emotes. That's really my thing. I'm a hodgepodge. I'm a clown. We know this. What more do you want?
What a lovely clown he is.
Yeah, lovely clown.
We've got Lily. We've got our Fox, our local. What was it? It was Beyblade. I think that's what we went.
I
with.
am the human Beyblade.
Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hi, my name's LillyVinnily, and I do a lot of different things over on my Twitch channel. And we do a lot of fitness, a lot of creative, a lot of Lego builds, cosplay creation, digital art, and a butt ton of video games. And I'm celebrating my birthday tomorrow. It's not my birthday was on Wednesday. Don't know the days of the week. Please help me. Yeah, but we're celebrating my birthday tomorrow, so I'm really excited, and it's gonna be a good time. And we're playing a Nintendo 64 and Super Mario for the first time ever. I'm so excited. I've never gotten to play one. When I was little, my dad got me a Super Nintendo instead, so it was a very traumatic Christmas. But it's okay. I'm very excited. But yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Happy birthday. Or happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
We've got
I'm an
Oz.
old lady now.
Ozzkore.
Bob.
What are you doing, man? Where can we find you these days?
Hi, everybody. I'm Oz. You can find me on Twitter at OZZKORE. You can also check us out on Shadowcasters Network. We've got a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel where we play all kinds of tabletop RPGs. Right now, I am GMing Leverage with Bub as one of our cast members. So definitely come and check those out. That's going to be every other Monday. So not this upcoming Monday, but the following.
Yep.
If you need to catch up, definitely go and check out our YouTube. So yeah.
Perfect. Next show is February 17th for that. We got Panic, the man, myth, the legend, Whip.
Hi, hello. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at PanikKontrol. If you guys want to follow some game dev stuff, I also happen to be a game dev in my day job. So you can look up at Riot Polybius, all one word, on Twitter as well. But yeah, I cast 3 days a week, late nights, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, taking a week off on vacation right now, but definitely made sure that I could call in and have some fun because this is like the highlight of my week when we do this. So yeah, Panic Controller wherever you want. Just come find me. We'll hang out.
Perfect. And lastly, there's me, guys. Most everybody here knows me. If you don't, I'm Bub. I do tabletop stuff. I play video games and
What?
and the like. I know, right? It's fucking weird.
Take it up.
But that's
What?
yeah, I know. It's fucking bizarre. I don't know how, but I managed to wrangle all of these cats into the same room at least for 3 hours every Thursday, and I'm quite grateful. I love this lot, and they're good people. And if you guys aren't supporting their streams, well, you're doing it wrong. So go over there, follow them. They're definitely worth. And then coming out with me sometimes, or not. You know, I'm not your dad. Do whatever you want. But we're gonna go do an after show. So love your faces. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. We're out of here.